God. Alright, I'm leaving that in. Did you... I just fucking... I tried taking off with my kickstand down. Thank you, Kawasaki, for thinking that one through. You know, we need a switch in there to kill the engine. This moron tries fucking even putting it in gear. Having gone from a Ninja 300, which is a, I would say, I just had a retard moment. Sorry you had to hear that. But the 300 had like aggressive handlebars, but your seating position, of course, was not. It took like a solid fucking week for me to get used to this. Of course, I still, a little confession here, still just have my permit. So it's like they're really wiggy about just letting any fucking goon who passed the written test take out any bike, especially a super sport. I mean, if you just have your permit, yeah, I understand that. So I could not test drive any of the fucking 3 brand new fucking bikes that I had purchased. Oh, fuel light on. We're okay, guys. It's okay, we got this. And that's what the problem was with the Z1000. The Z1000, I didn't like the fucking, I don't know. It was just everything about that bike I ended up disliking. The gas light on it was fucking faulty or something, and I ran out of gas with it. The bike, like 100 fucking some pounds heavier than this, at least, fucking dropped the bike. If the place is watching this that I trade the bike into, yeah, I dropped it. I'm sorry, and that was touch of paint, and it fooled it. So, haha. It was all fucking just raw liter engine. And then I tried making it something it wasn't. I put, you know, it's got typically like the best thing I could describe it to is like dirt bike handlebars. And I didn't like that, and I had already traded in my 300 like 2 weeks prior for the Z1000, and I was like, fuck, I just went from like a $5,000 bike to like a fucking $12,000 bike, and it's not at all what I fucking wanted. So I was like, ah, fuck, I can't just trade in another bike. Horrible gas mileage. Didn't like the seating position, didn't like the handlebars, didn't like the like I said, the gas mileage. The fucking gas light was faulty. The gas light like came on, boom, I ran out of gas. It was telling you when at that moment you were gonna run out of gas. Maybe I got a faulty one. I've heard of these lights not being too accurate. And like I said, I dropped the bike because it was like fucking 500 pounds on like one leg, and I couldn't hold it. I was driving it home after my buddy was nice enough to fucking bring me some gas. I was bringing it home, and fucking, like I said, like this morning, or in the previous video, it would be for you, I fucking locked up the back tire because I downshifted in the first too much. It doesn't have a slipper clutch. Well, it locked the back tire, which then made the fucking engine stall out, which then made the fucking back fucking tire like kick out, and my buddy was right behind me. He almost fucking killed me, and I didn't let the bike drop a second time. I was not, I mean, he heard me. I had like one of those Herculean moments of where like a mother lifts like a car off of her child. I kept that fucking that Z1000 out. I was not fucking letting it fall again. And I probably at this point, I can probably still show you the skid mark when I fucking locked up that back tire. That fucking, like I was talking about, with the fear of me, I did not like that bike anymore. I did not want that bike anymore to me. And at that point, you know, my wife was like, oh, Jesus Christ, we fucking already spent how much? Anyone who has a full-time chick knows how it is, and I'm not even going to say anything else when she watches this video. So, I love you, honey. You're great. Yeah, so I was like, oh god, I hate this fucking bike. I don't even want to fucking drive my bike anymore. Like I said, I was getting 25 miles per gallon. I might as well fucking drive my wife's Nissan Sentra. I was still very new to bikes. Still am, but I was really new. Like just coming off a 300 to a Z1000. It was like a fucking switch, like road pizza. It was like fucking, I don't know. I mean, you can imagine going from a Ninja 300 to a fucking Z1000. It was like fucking, I went full retard for some reason and bought that fucking bike. Anyway, and I always, from the very get-go, even before I got the 300, loved the brand new fucking 636. Loved it. But then I had that stigma that fucking people, I don't know if it's like non-super sport owners or what, but that stigma that a fucking super sport is like instant death. It's like you're handed an instant death card. So having that stigma in my fucking head that these fucking bikes are somehow more dangerous, I got a fucking Z1000. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna get the fucking thing I wanted. Ow, I just got hit in the fucking knee with something. Oh, it's probably a piece of fucking clumpy dirt that came off the tracks of that thing. I would have saved myself thousands if I had just gotten this. This is my first bike. And I think I would have been perfectly fine. I mean, yes, this is pretty torquey at the low end. Yeah, you know, but this guy thinks he has to. I swear to God, you do not. People think you fucking have to get. People think this is the exit lane. It is not. There, just like every fucking highway in America, I'm sure, there is a fucking off ramp. So it causes retards like that guy. Maybe I'm being a little harsh because he's got a fucking horrible day at work. But it causes people like this guy to be confused and think that he's getting off somewhere he doesn't want to get off. For sale, piece of shit Equinox. I think that's an Equinox. Don't get those. Someone at work fucking said none but problems. I'll say it again, I fucking love this bike. I love it. If there was a whole... No, never mind. If you aren't going on the highway, and again, as I said before, I took the 300 on the highway for probably almost the 2 months that I had that. Well, once I finally got the balls to go on the highway, because that was like my very first bike, and I was not cool with like fucking people around me, and I was fine with the speed. I just even like now, but not as bad, I guess. I got trust issues against fucking moron drivers. You see too much shit to fucking take everything for granted. So, but you know, when I finally got the 300 on the fucking highway, it was fucking, it was not good. It was not good at all. You couldn't pass. I mean, I guess it's quicker than most cars, but even still, fucking fuel light's still on, and I'm driving like an asshole. Oh, get some fuel for this puppy, go home, self-medicate, wink, if you know what I mean. I don't know why I had to get all weird like that, I'm sorry. But I'm gonna get fucked up when I go home and play some video games and just relax, because it has been a rough one this week. I just need a vacation. I literally, I think in July, I used the last of my days, like in general. Like I have no personal, no sick, no vacation in July. Like up until a couple of years ago when I went to fucking school. I went back to school when I was 25, by the way, and got a degree finally, after being a fucking slack ass. But after fucking college, and I started making money. What the fuck was my point? I don't know what the fuck my point was. I don't know. Oh my god, is that it? Oh god, I don't want to say anything, but it's my grandparents-in-law, my wife's grandparents, and I'm not going to say anything because I grew up hearing if you can't say anything good about some terrible, terrible people, then don't say anything at all.